What's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. My name is JJ. It's been a while, but Tony, thanks for coming back.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Yeah, I haven't had a guest on in a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. You very well may have been the last guest. I don't know. I haven't kept track, but glad to have you back. And you brought a treat. What is this?
I found this, Yuengling, probably one of my favorites, classic go-to beer. I found this Yuengling Bock beer.
Bock beer. I don't think I've ever had a Bock style beer.
The only one that comes to mind is, and I don't even know if it really was a Bock style, was Amber Bock. Was that Michelob Amber Bock?
I mean, it's in the name.
It's in the name. I assume it's a Bock.
That was a pretty light beer, though. I mean, all things considered. I think ambers typically are, so maybe it was kind of a hybrid between an amber and a Bock.
Yeah, it was like, it felt like they just took Michelob and mixed some dark stuff in there to try to make it classy, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know, but I really enjoy Amber Bock, so I'm assuming I'm going to enjoy this. Yuengling Bock beer. I don't know that I've ever seen these.
You know what? I haven't locally. I had to, travel a little bit further down to one of the specialty stores to grab this.
Did you go to Jungle Jim's?
It was Jungle Jim's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oldest brewery in America, Yuengling Bock beer. German-style Bock. It's got the DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, PA. What else is on this can? Nothing really.
Just your normal. I don't know if it lists what
the ABV is.
ABV is. I don't think it's very high. Maybe around the 5.5.
I want to look that up because most Bocks are kind of high. So let's see if we can get a ABV on this. No, Google's coming back with nothing, which is interesting. Normally it says something on there.
Yeah, I think I might have saw it on their website. If you go to their website, they do list this beer. I want to say 5.4.
You were so close! 5.3. Let's try it out. I feel like we should just use one can. I don't want you to use up all your Bock beers. I'm assuming you've had it, and I'm assuming you've liked it. But I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Let's just try it out. Let's see how dark this Bock is. You know what? I thought it was going to be a little darker.
You know what? I will say I did try it already because, me, I'm impatient. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I didn't pour it into a glass, though. Straight from the can.
Well, over the weekend, I guess it was St. Patty's Day, we had that stout. It was like a Bill's donut stout. That thing, you could not see through it. It was not translucent at all. This kind of looks like a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's not super dark, but
no.
You hold it up to the light, you can't see that light. It's still got some darkness to it.
Yeah, that looks like a cola. That's so weird.
It does.
A little bit ahead.
Looks like a Coke.
Yeah. All right, 5.3. That seems kind of light for a Bock style beer, but let's try it out. The Yuengling Bock beer. So tell me your thoughts now and tell me your initial thoughts when you first had it a few days ago.
So, it tastes kind of a lot like I remember. And in between this, I've had just classic Yuengling.
Does it taste pretty similar to that?
It tastes like a darker roasted Yuengling.
Okay.
Like a nuttier version of a Yuengling.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had Yuengling in a very long time. The last Yuengling beer I had was actually Yuengling Flight. But this reminds me of Yuengling.
Yeah, it's got the Yuengling, I think, on the back, and I think on the front you get the nuttiness and the caramelness of the barley. Malted barley.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. What I find interesting is, I don't know if this is a seasonal beer. I'm pretty sure it is.
It said it was limited release on their website, so I don't know if it's limited in time frame or this is just like a one-off run they were going to do.
Gotcha. Well, I also know that Genesee makes a spring Bock. So, and I was doing a little research. I don't know much about Bocks, but it seems like it's pretty popular around Christmas time and Easter time. So it seems like spring is like a time of the year where these are popular, and it kind of makes sense because you're going from your darker beers in the winter to your your lighter beers in the summertime, this seems like a nice transition beer.
I was just going to say that. It makes sense. You're right, because you're going from those dark porters and stouts in the wintertime to you don't want to just cut right into the light, really light stuff for the summers. This is a nice transition from that heavy to light.
Yeah.
It's like kind of right in between, and I think you get that from the flavor too. It's not, it doesn't have that strong coffee and caramel flavors of a stout, but it's still not light like a regular Yuengling.
Yeah, but I mean, a regular Yuengling isn't much lighter than this anyway. It is pretty similar to that, but it's a little darker, and I mean it's pretty good. But now I feel like we should try the. I'm gonna try to come across it, that Springbok by Genesee. I don't know if it's around here. I think I've got a day off of work, and a couple coworkers want to go to Jungle Gyms, so we're gonna try to track down.
I don't think I've had regular Genesee, so.
You haven't had Genesee? Genesee makes really good beer. Have you had Honey Brown?
I've had Honey Brown, yes.
Okay, that's a Genesee beer. They make really good beers. I bought a 8% Genesee Black a few weeks ago, and that was surprisingly good. I think I've liked everything I've tried by them. So I like to compare this to that because this is pretty good.
It is good. Did you notice the can has the goat on it?
I did.
Apparently that's pretty common with a lot of Bock beers. You'll see a goat. So a fun little bit of trivia. This originated in 1400s Germany in a town called Einbeck.
Yeah.
And as it gained in popularity, it traveled, went down to some of the southern regions. I believe in Bavaria, they started making this beer. It was called a Beck, named after Einbeck, the town. But how they pronounced it down there was Ein Bock. So that's where it got the name. They kind of just stuck with it and say Bock. Ein Bock in German means billy goat.
Billy goat. Interesting.
So on a lot of Bock beers, you'll see a billy goat because billy goat has nothing to do with Yuengling. But
no.
Ein Bock, German for billy goat.
And on the topic of the Genesee, it's got a little billy goat running across the can too. So that makes a lot of sense.
You'll see that on a lot of Bock beers.
Interesting.
A nice little tidbit of trivia.
So they're not actually putting billy goats in the beer?
Not that I'm aware of. Okay. No. I mean, they could. That could be the proprietary ingredient.
Maybe that's why they don't have the ingredients on the cans, because they're putting billy goat in here. Any final thoughts on this? Would you buy it again?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yuengling has not disappointed me. Like I said, I think plain Yuengling is one of my go-to. Like I'm just wanting a beer. Yeah, it's Yuengling. Their light stuff is good. Light's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's not bad.
Yeah. The more I get it, the less I kind of love it. Because it's a very similar beer to like Michelob Ultra, and I think I'd rather have that. But Yuengling Light is, if you like Mich Ultra, it's a good beer to mix it up every once in a while.
Yeah, I think it's just like a good, if you don't know what a Bock is, or if you're afraid of a dark beer, this is a great choice. I think.
It's kind of like a stepping stone to darker beers. Pretty good. Thanks for bringing this along.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you get anything else when you were at Jungle Gyms?
Nope. Not at all.
I find that hard to believe, Tony. Come on. All right. Let us know if you've tried this, the Bock beer by Yuengling. We'll try to track down some other Bock beers and maybe try it here on Cheap Beer for you to drink. Any other beers, let us know. Anything new out there, leave them in the comments down below. Any requests. And as always, thanks for coming along.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and thanks for watching. Gotta hit that stop button to end the video.
So I can drink more. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and top me up too. We'll do that. Thanks for watching.